Welcome to the House Therapy, the podcast that helps you to create a home that you love to live in. I'm Nina Dwaron, owner and lead designer at ISO Design and Interiors. And each week, we're going to explore practical ways to help bring more beauty, function, and flow into your space. From design and staging to organizing, downsizing, and everything in between. If you want a home that truly supports your life and your family, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back to the House Therapy Podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about interior design trends for 2026. So let's talk about what is shifting, what people are craving for in their homes, and which trends are on the way out. And of course, how to use up and coming trends in a way that really feels thoughtful and lasting for you and your family. So grab a coffee and let's talk about what 2026 can really look like inside our homes. Well, why trends matter right now? Why does it matter? Well, I first want to start by saying this. Trends are not hard and fast rules. They never were. They are mere signals and suggestions. They tell us what people are feeling, what they are tired of, and what they really want more of. So after years of uncertainty, which has yet to stabilize, in my opinion, people want homes that feel more grounding, that are comfortable, and that are personally theirs. 2026 is less about doing what everyone else is doing and really more about creating spaces that supports you and how you actually live and what you want to feel when you get home and how you want to entertain families and friends. So what is the number one trend? It is bringing back rich, earthy, and emotional colors. Trends often start with colors, and one of the biggest shifts that we are seeing is that we are moving away from the grays to richer earth tone colors. Cool grays and flat whites are giving way to richer and way more emotional tones. So think of things like warm browns, terracotta, deep olive, muted navy, and even soft burgundy. So Benjamin Moore's 2026 color of the year is Silhouette, which is a burnt umber color with notes of warm charcoal. The resulting color is a sophisticated, deep, warm color with a dark chocolate undertone, which I love. Sherwin-Williams color for 2026 is Universal Khaki, which is also an earth tone color, but it is lighter. And like the name, it's leaning more towards a warm tan color. These colors allows you to feel more grounded. They create warmth and depth, and they help spaces to feel more lived in and more human-like. Now, this does not mean that you need to paint your entire house in these rich, deep colors, right? Consider like maybe a small space like a powder room. I love painting small spaces like a powder room, a deep color, including include the ceiling as well as the vents. This brings cohesion to a small space, and with proper lighting, this small space can really add that wow factor that you may be looking for. Okay. Also, maybe consider a dining room accent wall to make this entertaining space even more cozy and more inviting. Now, using these rich colors on even one accent wall can make a huge difference in the transformation of your home. All right. Now, trend number 2 is the use of jewel tones, but use it more intentionally. Now, jewel tones are coming back, but in a much more refined way. Now, it doesn't mean making your entire home so loud, but it's definitely not meant to be used everywhere either because they're strong colors. For 2026, we're seeing colors like eggplant, plum, and even deep teal. If you use any of these colors on an accent wall, let's say, try and tie it in with some accent cushions and or artwork which has some of these colors in it, because then it'll tie everything together nicely. When used right, jewel tone colors can add personality without overwhelming a space or make it even feel heavy or dark. Jewel tone colors are perfect for, especially for these cold winter months. Now, trend number 3 is curved and organic shapes. Sleek lines are softening. We're seeing things like curved sofas, rounded tables, arched mirrors, arched doorways, and even bookshelves, right? These shapes make spaces feel more welcoming, more relaxed, and more inviting. It's like a hug waiting for you. So the arch curved furniture often softens the feel of a room, and they can help homes feel less rigid, less sterile, and even less formal. Even something as simple as swapping out your square coffee table for a round one, or changing out a regular rectangular mirror for an arch mirror can really shift the feel of your room. Trend number 4, use of natural materials and textures. Excuse me. People are craving textures today. These include things like wood, natural stone, linen, wool, and even ceramics, right? Smooth, sterile spaces are being replaced with layered tactile ones. This is about how a home feels and not just how it looks on the outside. And you can do this by adding like a textured rug, like a nice thick textured rug, a woven basket in a corner, a wood side table, and adding wood accent furniture can give that warmth and that timeless elegance to a room that you are craving for. And applying a few of these small changes can really make a big difference to your home. Now, trend number 5 is refined layering, but not clutter. Don't mistake that. Minimalism is not completely out by any means, but it is evolving. We are moving away from empty, sterile spaces. Now, this does not mean adding clutter by any means. Refined layering means fewer items, but layering them with more intention. Things like treasured collectibles from your travels and heirloom pieces that were handed down can help your home to feel like a home and make it look as though they were carefully curated over time, and can really be a conversation starter when you are entertaining as well. And this trend really invites personality back into the home, right? And something that worth considering. Trend number 6 is introducing heritage and meaningful pieces. Because 26 is about bringing in meaningful moments. People want homes that tell stories. You can do this by things like adding vintage pieces, family heirlooms, crafted items, which ties back to the previous trend. Now, not everything today needs to be new. 2026 is about making your home feel more personal. This trend is especially powerful for seniors and downsizers because that's their thing. But moreover, this trend is really also catching on with the younger generations too. This generation is hitting the flea markets and antique stores on a regular basis for those unique finds. Trend number 7, cozy spaces in home. Live-in homes were really never meant to be photo perfect, right? In 26, the trend is more lived in. What does this mean? It means Those are actually necessary, especially this time of year as we snuggle up to enjoy a good book or a good movie. It also means, having comfortable seatings like soft, cozy couches and chairs, not those really stylish furniture that are really only for show and not meant to be sat on or sat on for long periods. People want homes that invite them to stay and linger, not just to look at. So, trend number 6, flexible and multiple use spaces. So in 26, we want rooms to do double duty. And this really took on during COVID. Things like home offices that can be turned into guest rooms, dining rooms that can act as a mobile office, and adding furniture that can be easily moved to suit the need of that time. And of course, furniture that has storage to hide clutter as well. So when it comes to spaces and decor, really opting for flexibility is key to a more functional home. Trend number 9 actually is the statement details over full renovations. With the ongoing cost of living crisis all over the world, instead of remodeling everything, people are now investing in making big statements without having to do a full overhaul. So think about bringing in statement lighting, which are more affordable than you think, really. How about bold wallpaper? Oh, I love, love, love wallpaper. I know some people may be traumatized by our grandparents wallpapering every inch of their home, but wallpaper can make such a statement in a room. There's nothing wrong with wallpapering a foyer, a powder room, or even just an accent wall. There are peel and stick options today. So if you don't like it after a year or two, it can be easily removed and you can start all over again. Feature walls, especially ones like fluted wall panels, not only add warmth and texture, it can really be that wow factor. I recently did a redesign project for a client's kitchen, and their cabinets were still in excellent condition. So I had it professionally painted. We changed out the countertop and the hardware, but we kept their existing appliances because they were relatively new, and the faucet, all of which came in at a fraction of the cost of replacing an entire kitchen, and it looked amazing, and you would never be able to tell that it was painted. So 2026 is about making these small changes with big impact, and it's really not about making entire overhaul. Now, trend number 10 is soft lighting and warm ambience. Lighting is huge in 2026. Those of you who know me knows that I love lighting. It's like the finishing touch to a great outfit is how I can best describe it. Lighting sets the mood of a room. So opt for warm bulbs such as, the 3000K LED bulbs, and then layering lighting with recessed lighting, table lamps, and sconces, etc. And installing dimmers will allow you to adjust the light for the mood that you are looking for and hoping to achieve. But at the same time, avoid bright, harsh overhead lighting as it is really fading fast, that trend. All right, so now let's talk about the trend that's on the way out, okay? Believe it or not, ultra minimalism, while it gives a feel of zen and simplicity, it can also make the home feel cold and empty, especially if there's a lot of cool tones in the home, all right? The all white, everything without contrast is also out. Warm earth tones are in. Okay, so this next one, I'm sad to say this, but I always knew that it would not have longevity, but boucle furniture is on its way out. I do love the look and feel of it, but it was very much overdone over the last few years. That's not to say that you should get rid of it, but instead try to bring in other materials that will help to complement your boucle furniture. All right. Now, another design trend that's on its way out is the industrial kitchen. Remember those? With stainless steel everything. It's cold and it doesn't have any warmth, which is what we're craving for, remember? So to bring in more warmth in the tactile trend in 2026, I'm not saying that you should completely overhaul your entire kitchen. Instead, what you can do is add some warm tones with wood accessories, some plants, perhaps painting out your kitchen even to one of the trendy warmer tones today. If you are planning a redesign this year, keep away from these past trends, all right? 2026 is asking us to slow down and choose personality and individualism, not cookie cutter, all right? So how can you use these trends without, big regrets later on? Here's my advice. Use trends in layers, all right? With, by, adding paint, textiles, and accessories. Keep the biggest investments timeless. These include big purchases like sofas, floorings, and cabinetry, all right? And keep evolving your home with you as your life stages changes so that you get to enjoy it too, right? Trends do come and go, but it is important to keep in mind that regardless of trends, your home should really support your life. Don't let trends dictate it for you. So in closing, 2026 is not about perfection. It's about connection. It's about comfort and creating spaces that supports your real life, our real life. So if this episode helped you, I would love for you to follow the show, like it, share it with someone who loves design too, all right? And tell me, which trends are you most excited about for 2026? Thank you for listening. Remember, if you take care of your home, it'll take care of you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the House Therapy Podcast. If today's episode inspired you, be sure to follow the show and share it with someone who would love it too. For more tips, resources, or to work with me directly, visit isodesign.ca. Until next time, remember, with a little effort, every home can be beautiful and every space can be functional. And remember, you deserve it.